Oh my gosh, it's 2 o'clock. Do you believe that, Maria? Where did 2 o'clock come from?
I know.
I don't even have my phones. My phones will probably go off while I'm sitting there. I'm not even prepared. So hey, it's Travel Talk Tuesday with Kathy and Maria. Hey, we can have a whole new show line.
We can. I'd love to do it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Yep, and you guys, we got a lot of stuff to cover with you. Maria's got some great news, and we're going to talk about what celebrity is up to, so you guys know the routine. Do me a favor, type in over there. A lot of people says, well, I don't know how to type it in. There should be a comment section. So right underneath where you're seeing this, there should be a little section that you can type in and say, hey, I'm here, whatever. Your name's going to pop up with us. It'll come out over here. If you have any questions or comments or anything that you want to ask as we're going, hey, Queenie's on board. Queenie and Klein. So we got them both the same. So if you have any questions or anything like that, when we get through all this, we can kind of go back through it. But I should properly introduce Maria with Celebrity Cruise Lines. She's been on Travel Talk Tuesday before, and she's been on Daytime Tri-Cities with me. And we just kind of thought this would be a great time to bring Maria back because we were able to add some to a group and some new news out there. So we got them pouring in over here. You see that?
I know, I see it. I love all the love.
Louise is there, and she says, welcome, Maria. Gary, whoop, whoop. Gary's got his 50th wedding anniversary coming up.
Wow.
And Belinda's got this amazing hot tub that she tells me about every time I'm on here, and I can't be in. We should do a Travel Talk Tuesday.
You just took it out of my mind. I was going to say Travel Talk Tuesday from the hot tub.
Hot tub. Yes, I think that's a great idea. And then Lois, all right, we got Unicoi on there, Lois and Grant. I'm assuming Grant's with you there, Lois. So anyway, I'm going to kind of flip it over to Maria right now. And as they say, let's address the elephant in the room. We're sure all of you got the news that both Royal Caribbean, yes, I know several of you, we've got some groups. I'll be with you shortly in the next today or tomorrow. And Celebrity has suspended their sailing through April 30th, right, Maria?
Yeah, that's correct. So, it's nothing that we do lightly. This has been going on for so long, but let me be transparent, is that the CDC is really taking their time. And with that, it's not only the CDC, it's, the governments, the local governments, the places that we visit. So we have went ahead and extended through April 30th. There are compensation options out there for you. So definitely if you are affected, please reach out to Kathy and, we'll get that sorted for you and make sure, it all gets lined up for the future. And then for Europe, we also had to extend for 2 of the ships, May through October. And then for Apex, just the transatlantic, but then she'll be back in Europe and hopefully sailing away. She's still waiting for us. No one has been on Apex yet. So I'm happy we were able to address the elephant in the room, but we do have really great positive things happening. And for those of you who were on with us just a couple of weeks ago, we went over this, but I'm going to go over it again because it's a really hot topic. The Always Inclusive.
Yes.
Every time you book with Celebrity, you will always get drinks, tips, and Wi-Fi. So whether you're booking into one of Kathy's groups or whether you're, going on your own with your family, you will always get drinks, tips, and Wi-Fi. There are opportunities for you to upgrade that all-inclusive package if you wanted to include a shore excursion credit or to include a shore excursion credit and onboard credit. So there is something out there for everyone. Drinks, tips, and Wi-Fi. Also, with that drinks package, there's an 18% gratuity that is also included in that promotional package. No hidden fees when you get on board. It really is an unlimited drinks package. The only limitation that you have is the amount of drinks that you order at a time. So it's 1 drink per person per order time, but once you finish that drink, there's no stopping. You can order the day away.
So there's no walking up to the bar like this. I'll take 2. Boom, boom, boom. You heard that, Vedas. They see he's up there in that sun in the valley, but snow on the knob. Oh, I like that, Vedas. Vedas is up in Big Stone Gap. We got Ron Jones is on. Hey, where's Pat at? Eloise. Hey, Eloise, thumbs up for you, girlfriend, for pointing me in the right direction at the track. Oh, and Belinda says we could come on over to the hot tub. So we should
Yes.
probably go ahead and get that going. Now, something to let you guys know on this all-inclusive, and I'm glad that Maria brought it up, and I mentioned to her right before we all came on live, is that Carnival made an announcement, and I'm sure Royal and Celebrity is probably even above that, that the current bookings, listen to this, guys, the current bookings into 2022 is actually higher than they were for 2019. So if you put two and two together, people are saying, I'm done. Whether they're suspending through April or whatever, we still got summer, we got fall, we've got the end of this year and into 22 with some really great sailings, right, Maria?
Yeah, we really do. And I think, it is true in saying that there is pent-up demand. I certainly want to go out on vacation. I'm sure you guys do too. So when you see a really great deal, and I used to work on board celebrity ships. I don't know if I mentioned that in the previous travel talk we did, but I always used to say to, our guests on board, whenever you see a really good deal, take advantage of it. So that stands true today. I know Kathy has a really great group in Hawaii. Really great group. So I'll let her get into that a little bit more before I go ahead and spill all the beans.
Yeah, but if you guys are interested, and I'm going to pop over and share a screen now. So you guys know I'm still kind of a novice at this, but when she's talking about the all-inclusive with Celebrity, and I just went into, this is my exclusive cruise travel. You guys can see that up there, .com. Now, usually let's see if it'll go back to, usually when you get there is, let you be there. And then there's this little thing that has deals, cruise, tours, etc. So do you know that you can go here, you can put in, see where I have celebrity cruises in, and let's say that, you know what, Hawaii's great in 22, but I just want to get somewhere. I want to go to the Eastern Caribbean, and this is your start date. Let's say I want to go in, November. So, and this is your end date, so the 30th. And look at this. It's telling me Celebrity has 12 sailings. Now, guys, this is live. Look at this. This is what comes up. I don't know. Can you see it all right, Maria?
Yeah, I can see it great. And remember that the prices that you're seeing there include the drinks, tips, and Wi-Fi. So it's all included in the price of the cruise.
And a true all-inclusive is this. You pay this price or this price, and you put the credit card in your pocket. Now all you got to do is get there. But this is the Apex app, and then you can scroll down. Look at these guys. So it's very easy. And I want to call this stress release. This is what I do for stress release. You can actually go to that website and bruise through some of these options, and just find out what it is. And then keep in mind with Celebrity, you've got the all-inclusive. So again, this is back to this. Let's say you want to go in and you want to find about the Galapagos. Anything with Celebrity, that's definitely on my bucket list.
That is a bucket list trip.
I'm going to do this.
And of course, Galapagos. Sorry, Kathy.
Oh, go ahead. We have had a ton mention the Galapagos, and again, I'm just going to throw this in here real fast. See the 9 results there. So you guys can easily do this on the website, and I call dreaming. This would be dreaming and drooling.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. So when she's talking about, Celebrity does Galapagos. You mentioned Europe,
Caribbean, Alaska. Yeah. We do Alaska cruise tours too, so that's also a land component with your cruise, which is a 7-night cruise on board the Celebrity Millennium. Revolutionized ship, brought down to the bare bones, and essentially a brand new ship inside. So Alaska cruise tours, Hawaii, transatlantics, transpacifics, Iceland, Norway, Russia, Scandinavia, the Pacific Islands, the British Isles. We really go everywhere. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, the exotics, Galapagos, as we mentioned. Tell me where you want to go. I'm sure we go there.
Yeah. And again, I am pretty excited about this large ship being all-inclusive, taking that credit card, throwing in, it's actually a little bit, I want to say, more all-inclusive than a resort because the food is a whole lot better. I'm going to tell you than it is at a resort. Uh-oh. And I told you, I forgot to get the phones all off.
You're a popular woman.
Yeah. Well, we have been quite busy, by the way, you guys. We have been quite busy with bookings and changes and things like that. But you have the entertainment that Celebrity has. Now, Maria, just a little bit deviate. I don't want to put you on the spot here, but when the CDC finally does get off of they finally do move.
Everyone fill in the blank.
Giving some type of direction. What ships do you see that's going to be sailing out there first?
So our plan is to come out with our newest and best hardware first. So that would be Edge and Apex, and that would be our revolutionized ship. So you have Silhouette, revolutionized Summit, Summit, revolutionized. And when I say revolutionized, this was a $500 million project where, we're still in the process of doing it, taking our older ships, bringing them down to the bare bones, and essentially bringing the Edge and Apex to the fleet. So on board the Edge and Apex, you have some amazing features that will only be found on Edge and Apex, such as a 360-degree feeder. So there's never a bad seat in the house. You also have the Magic Carpet, which is a destination within itself, depending on where it is on the ship, depends on what it is. And then, of course, you have Eden and the Garden. And then on our Solstice class ships, you have real grass, the first cruise line to ever have real grass on board their ship. So all of that stuff will remain within the Revolution. The interior of the ships are completely different. So Edge and Apex and any revolutionized ships, that's what you'll start to see when we come out, hopefully in the very near future.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about Hawaii.
Yes.
Last time we had Maria on, and you guys, we had this big group that was planned for 2020 for Hawaii, and it fell through. And the eclipse. Now, is the eclipse? This is on, I think, the Celebrity Eclipse, right?
Mm-hmm. It is in May.
That a revolutionized ship?
I don't believe it has been revolutionized yet. It is definitely in the pipe work. Okay. More to come on the timeline of Revolution. This year kind of put us at a real big standstill, and not so much because of us, but more so because of the shipyards. We're not the only ones who have projects going on, so it's really rescheduling and getting contractors back. But it's definitely a project that will be completed. All ships eventually will be revolutionized, but Eclipse has not been revolutionized yet.
I did the inaugural on the Eclipse, and I still say she was one of the prettiest ships that I've ever been on. And everybody knows that when I was very picky about that ship that was going to be doing Hawaii, because we're actually wanting to do a Trans-Pacific. And this one is, in fact, I'm going to run over there because here's the reason why we're bringing this up, guys. We sold, how many cabins did I say? We had 6. So you had 10
originally, and then we needed to go and get more.
Right. So this lady pulled it out for me. We got some more in there. And I'm going to show you how you guys can do this. And again, I'm going to go into sharing the screen. And we're going to pop over to, see if I can pop over and find it. There we go. So this is the Tours and Groups by Kathy website. You guys I was going to get rid of this website, but you guys said, no, we're not going to do that. So if you come down here, again, this is Tours and Groups by Kathy.com. So if you roll down here to where it says KK Hawaii 2022 Trans-Pacific, if you click on that, you're going to get the flyer. And look, there you go. That's the all-inclusive right there. Gratuities, Wi-Fi, beverage package. This is 11 nights, not no 4, 5, or 7 nights. Lord, I sounded Southern just then, not no 4. I don't know where the Southern things coming from. So 11 Hawaii, this Trans-Pacific, it's on the beautiful Eclipse. And I put beautiful because I said she's great. May 4th through the 15th, birthday, anniversary. It's going to be
my birthday too.
But here's the part I loved is that we can fly directly, and we're going to use Celebrity because Maria, tell them about the Celebrity Air. How does that work?
Sure. So when you book flights by celebrity, there's a sense of security, if you will. God forbid something happens, all you have to do, all Kathy has to do is call flights by celebrity, and everything is taken care of in one hub. So definitely recommend it. I also recommend booking refundable air, and let me tell you why. Over this year, those who booked refundable air, it was a little bit easier for the refund to get processed. And the reason for that being is that Celebrity had full control over that reservation, the air reservation. When you book a non-refundable air ticket, you sometimes have to go back and talk to the airline because they're the ones holding the money. So it's a little bit of a back and forth. When you book refundable, it's direct with Celebrity, no back and forth with anything. So definitely makes Kathy's job a little bit easier should anything happen.
And the other great thing about this is that if I were to go with Consolidator, or even if you were to go directly to the airlines, they're going to want full payment that second for you to keep it. And the beautiful part with Celebrity is as soon as, now this is May 4th of 2022, so air is not opened up right now. Air is going to open up, I think it's 8 to 9 months out.
Mm-hmm.
So once that's open, it's on my calendar to start checking for rates. We can put it on your Celebrity booking, and you don't pay in full. You only
final payment.
Final payment, exactly. And here's the great thing about this one. Again, I'm having to be a little bit more economical with the, with all that's been going on. This is you're going to overnight in Honolulu. I've never seen this. So we can fly in day one, get on the ship. That's my hotel. I can get off and enjoy Honolulu. I can spend the day, do whatever on day 2. And then we go into Maui, same thing, overnight Maui, Kauai is printed, and then Hilo. I mean, usually if you do a transatlantic, you're lucky if we get 1 or 2 islands. And look at this. This is going to be amazing. And then we're going to enjoy that unbelievable ship for 3, 4 days, 5 days, sailing back to Vancouver, and then come on home. Now, when you're at this website, that's the flyer. Here it says, click here for details. So I want you to see this. This is where, well, come back here. You click for detail. Here is the cruise information at the top of the page. Click on that. So now this will tell you a little bit about the ship. So if you want to know about the ship, itinerary, whatever, here is the prices. We have one of these left. That's a concierge. And then we sold out of the 2 C's, but where Maria was able to get me is the 2 B's. Keep in mind, this is 11 nights, and this is an all-inclusive. That's a phenomenal price, and that's all included. Just keep scrolling down. It's going to give you all the information, talk about the tour, et cetera, et cetera. So how's that, Maria?
It sounds great. And I have to tell you, I mentioned this earlier, when I worked on board the ships, my home was the Eclipse. So the Eclipse, it is a beautiful ship. It's a very close ship to my heart. It was my home for 2 years. So anything you do on there is going to be a lot of fun. So it's a beautiful ship. Kathy's great. And I'm sure you guys will have a ton of fun. If I could get myself on there, that would be a great way for me to spend my 30th birthdays on board that ship with you guys.
All right. Well, that sounds great. So you guys, again, it's a deposit, fully refundable till final payment. It's a win-win. You got to take, you need to take advantage of it. So call me on that. And anything else going on with Celebrity, Maria, that you think my clientele over here needs to know?
I mean, I think Always Included is really great. Edge and Apex, really great. Unfortunately, the global suspension, but that's all gonna change hopefully sooner rather than later. More positive things are gonna start to come out, and it's just really working closely with the CDC, which we have been doing. So, any updates, I will be sure to let you guys know. But thanks for having me again. I really appreciate it. I love coming on and connecting with all of you guys.
Yeah, well, thank you, Maria. Hopefully we'll fill up the Hawaii, and now they can go check out some of those other sailings that Celebrity's got going on.
Absolutely. I'm here for you guys. If you need anything, reach out to Kathy, and we'll work together on getting getting all sorted for you.
All right. Thanks so much. You guys stay put, though. I got a few more things to go over with you. Bye, Maria. All right. So it was, I love it. We're kind of all like, just in limbo right now, I think, until after some of the politics gets through on the 20th, when that all changes place and the CDC can get some direction to get it out to the cruise line so that we can kind of move forward. But I'll be honest with you, a lot of very, very smart people have already started calling and started the booking into late 21 and into 22. And hopefully that's what you guys will do too. Now, speaking of which, the where to next, and I'm going to share over here to you guys, for those who do not know what where to next is. Here it is. It's a special webinar that our home office does, and it highlights various areas. And this particular one is going to be Europe for Everyone. I've seen some of you guys go ahead and sign up on this. If you're available January the 20th at 5 Eastern time, that's going to be headed by our CEO and owner of Cruise Planners, Michelle Fee. And she will kind of moderate this, along with, you've got talk, you've got Norwegian, and then Globus is going to be on there. So if you guys have not signed up on that, be sure and do that January 20th at 5 p.m. I don't think there's anything going on January 20th last time I checked. So that might be good, something to be doing. The other thing is, and I'll just throw this in there, that, I don't know if you guys are getting your COVID shots. I don't know if anybody, I think every area is doing something a little bit different. And I will tell you, and again, this is just kind of a little personal thing, is I took Pat down to the Bristol Motor Speedway because he's over 70, he's 76 years old, my husband. And when I got there, I said, is there any way I could get it too, And they were nice enough, due to the fact I'm a caretaker, a wife, chief bottle washer, and cook, allowed me to do it. And it was an easy process. I put a movie up on my iPad, and we watched a movie. Took us, a little over 2 hours. And by the time the movie was done, we got the shot, sat for 15 minutes, and we were out of there. And I have to tell you, there was a bit of, after I got it. And I don't know if you guys if you've got the shots over here that you have, but it's like, oh my gosh, I can travel now. I mean, I can actually feel like I can travel. Now, of course, I got to go get the second shot here. And kudos to Eloise. I love you, darling. She was the one that kind of pushed it. Well, you ought to go. You ought to go. I said, well, I'm not 75 yet. But yeah, they were able to, because so whenever your age comes up, or whatever it is, you should do it, because it just kind of thought, well, maybe the ships aren't sailing, but I'm going to plan something. And because now I feel pretty confident that I can do it. So, hopefully you guys can do it. It's probably a commercial for making sure you get your COVID vaccine, but I don't know. It was just a really refreshing. I almost felt like there was renewed. I can walk out and not feel like I'm going to catch this thing, which I'm hearing more and more people are doing it. So keep the mask on. Even though I've got the shot, I'm keeping the mask on. I'm doing all the protocols that I need to make that happen. Travel Talk Tuesday is going to be every Tuesday. So I want to make that announcement. So make sure you guys are tuning in. I'm trying to bring some special guests in here. If there's someone or a company that you would love to hear from, let me know over here, or send me an email or whatever. And we'll make that happen. The other thing is Daytime Tri-Cities. I am on that now every Wednesdays. So I've tried to carve out every Wednesday on that. So you guys be sure and, stay tuned to that. I love my loyal clients on Daytime Tri-Cities. And I'm looking at my notes, and I think that's all I've got. And we're actually finishing up a little early today. So I'm going to run over here and see what we got. Beverly says, she got her shot in Johnson City, took 10 minutes. Oh, girlfriend, I don't know what that was. That sounds like you got some connections there. And I love it because Eloise says, she said she actually shed a little tear of joy when she got her shot. Veda says Virginia is SLOW. That's a 4-letter word, Veda, by the way. They're slow. Well, I think everybody's doing a little bit different. Carolyn says, I'm wearing my mask faithfully. God bless you. That's exactly what you need to be doing. I do too. It's, what's going to happen is that this whole thing is going to go away. We're all going to have our shots and the masks are going to be no more. And it's going to be like, well, what am I going to do with all of these masks? I know I have to match my outfit. So, I have those. Let's see. Oh, and Louise said Mike got his. Took about 5 hours. Oh, she said she wasn't eligible. Well, I begged and pleaded. You know how I was. So I told her I loved her. So she did let me go through and get it. And Louise said she enjoys these webinars. Oh, you were a sweetheart. Thank you. Because sometimes we don't, I want to stay connected to you guys. I'm still holding on to that travel club date on April. And this is one way that I can do it, even though I can't see you, you can see me. But at least it's a way that I can connect with you. So Pat Jones is on. Let's see, we did that. Is anybody else got any questions out there? I'm just flipping through here. Besides, we're all going to meet in Belinda's hot tub. 6 feet apart. How big is that thing? We should ask how big it is. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. But seriously, if you guys know of a tour operator or someone, anyone that you would love to have featured on Travel Talk Tuesday, I'm trying to get some of them on daytime. We're just really trying to keep the love of travel alive. And it's challenging times. Trust me, it's challenging times. But we're going to make it. We're feeling good about it. And Celia, I just got a question just popped up. Are we still on for the July train trip? You bet, girlfriend. I am. I've got air, I think, on almost everybody. There's a few that I'll give you an update where I am, by the way. On we have. We're working on. I'm trying to get air. I have only a few left to do for the rail and sail for Alaska. And some of the rail only are the ones I'm kind of holding off on because I can't attach them to the cruise line. So I've been watching those. I have to go through a consolidator, and that's kind of directly with that. So we're doing that. Air, we're on the parks, national parks. I think those are almost done. I've got one pending to get air on there. And then the Historic Trains and Balloon Fest. I sent an email out to everybody. I booked the 4 ladies yesterday. And I'm waiting to hear back from the rest of you. I'm not going to hound you guys. We don't have to book air now. I'm just telling you, air prices are really, really good. Was round trip out of Tri-Cities to Denver was like $401. I couldn't get to Florida before COVID on that. So it's really, really good. So I am working to get all you guys on these. And then the next one is Odyssey. So maybe I ought to get Michelle on here talking about the Odyssey of the Sea, because the next one we can start. And here's the reason why I'm not pushing air on these groups, but I watch them. Once they open up, especially out of our little Tri-Cities, it's always best that we can get a little bit better pricing if we do it quickly. And I think that's all I've got. So be safe. If you're 75 and older, go get that shot because I tell you what, it makes a difference. And we're all going to start traveling. We're going to start traveling soon. God bless you for coming and doing this with me. Stay safe, stay sane, and satisfied.